Hey everybody, Mark over here at Twanger's Turntable. I hope this finds you all well. If you're doing good and enjoying your evening, your day, whatever time you happen to be watching this. Jumping on today just to participate in I guess it's a thread, it's a contest. It's not a contest that involves any prizes. It's just in support of another vinyl community member, and it's Chris over at Rekkid Talk. He's doing a 4-year anniversary celebration of being in the vinyl community. So this was brought to my attention. I was watching John over at Bip Bop Boom, and he was doing a stream the other night, and I caught another one of his videos, I believe last night, where he's showing some of his 7-inch records. So that's what this is. That's what this entails, is showing 745, or well, it doesn't specify the speed, but 7-inch records. So if you don't know Chris, like I say, he's over at Rekkid Talk, and I watched his video of what he presented to lay out his criteria for this, and that's actually a really cool vinyl he's showing from, I think it's back in the 40s or something, the colored vinyl. So I've got the list. I printed out the list of Chris's criteria, so we'll get to it. So as I mentioned, Chris is he's making he's been making videos on YouTube for 4 years now. In this one, he wants us to try a thread about 7-inch records. So number one is show a cool picture sleeve, 7-inch. Now, I don't have a lot of 7-inch records, 45s. I might have 20 in total. And some of those, they don't have their original sleeves or whatnot. They're just ones I picked up out of bargain bins. You know the story. I'm sure you've all done it. And so I'm just going to show the ones that I've picked up. A few of them are very special, but that's what we'll get to here in this list. The very first one I'm going to show is it's a David Bowie. This is Not America. It's from a soundtrack theme from the motion picture The Falcon and the Snowman. Now, I don't know that film, but there's the 7-inch sleeve. Try and hold that where you can see it without so much glare. And I don't think there's anything all that unique about the label. It's EMI. So that's criteria number one. Show a cool picture sleeve. I mean, that's one of only a couple of picture sleeves I've got. I mean, I've got a Rock on Tours and a Megadeth one, 7-inch over there. The Megadeth one came with the actual release. So I didn't count that one. These are individual 7-inch records that were sold as singles. Next up, it says number two, show a cool company sleeve. Now again, some of these, the records in them don't belong to the sleeve, and that's the case with this one. I'm sure, well, I know for sure, because this is an MCA rainbow sleeve, and it's a Columbia, a CBS record inside. It's Journey, actually. So that's number two, show a cool company sleeve. Number three, show a 7-inch record with a small hole, which would be the criteria here. I'm in Canada, so most of the records we get are the typical North American, the large center piece. But this is a single. This is actually from a set. So I don't know if that'll disqualify me or whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm just doing this for the support. Any prizes or that stuff, they don't matter. But this is Dio, and it's Hungry for Heaven on side 2. Side 1 is Hide in the Rainbow. It's previously unreleased. I think that was recorded around the time of The Last in Line or Holy Diver. I'm not sure. Written by Dio and Bain. But yeah, that's the one with the small hole in it. So that's criteria number 3. Number 4, show a colored 7-inch record. So that's where I fall off here. I don't have any colored 7-inch records. However, I do have one that is deep purple. So maybe that'll qualify. So this is one I lucked out on. The song is When a Blind Man Cries, and it's backed with Never Before. When a Blind Man Cries by Deep Purple. It was never released on an album. And so I just happened upon this. I was picking through records, and this was sitting there, and I grabbed it, and I could have used this as one that I got really cheap and is somewhat valuable, but somebody went and put a sticker on there, so I don't know if what that does for the value, but it's actually in really good shape. It sounds great, and I'm really glad to have that. It's a killer tune and a great 7-inch, but it is not colored other than the band name, Deep Purple. Number 5, show a record with parallel lines. Now, again, I don't have very many old 45s, 7-inch like that, but I did have this one. So it's Al Green. That's a pretty cool label. And again, that's obviously not I don't think it's the original sleeve for it. But it's What a Wonderful Thing Love Is and Call Me, Come Back Home, Al Green. And the thing about this is I don't know what is side A and side B. There's no way to distinguish on here that I am aware of. Maybe the asterisk there besides the title, I mean that's the main song, and it's backed with What a Wonderful Thing Love Is. I have no idea. But that is my Parallel Lines 7-inch. Now what is the next criteria? Show a record with cool artwork design on the label. I don't have a lot to pick from here, but I thought this one's pretty cool. It's the Island Records label with Robert Palmer. And it's got Johnny and Mary would be the track on there. That was side A. This is be off his Looking for Clues album, 1980. And side B is Style Kills. And this was actually, Style Kills was co-written by Gary Newman. Which makes sense because Gary Newman had been working with him on that Looking for Clues album. For those who are familiar with it, Robert Palmer does a great cover of the Gary Newman tune on there. Now I'm having a brain cramp. Can't remember the name of the song. Oh my God. Oh wow. I hate it when that happens. But I'm sure you guys know how that feels. Anybody who's made videos like this. Oh, damn. You'll know it. Anyway, I'll think of it maybe before I finish the video. So number 7 criteria, show a record that you got cheap that is valuable to you, either in monetary or sentimental value. Well, this is definitely sentimental. This is something that came my way, or a part of, it's not even mine, it's my wife's, but it's one she had as a kid. And it's just awesome. It's a Lady and the Tramp story. It's on a 7-inch, 33 RPM. It's the story of Lady and the Tramp. I could have used that as a small hole too, but yeah, I want to save that for the last. And then the back has got the songs from Lady and the Tramp by Peggy Lee and Sonny Burke. The Siamese Cat song and Bella Note. I don't know. I'm not familiar, but this is really cool. This one is very special, obviously. And I love how on the inside here, as a kid, she wrote, "There is a record in this book, so be careful." That is awesome. And I do have a couple of honorable mentions, if you will allow. I'm going to show them anyway. So these are actually my wife's dad was in a band back in the 60s. He's originally from Scotland, and he was in a band called the King Bees. And so I've got some of their 45s here. There are the King Bees. If you can see that, I'll hold it up for a second. And they're standing on top of what looks to be an old plane there. Carl, Ray, Bob, Ron, and Alan. Now on the 45 itself, they've all signed it. And I can't read them. The only one I can read is her dad. So the rest of them I won't bother, but that's pretty cool. We've got several of the 45s here of the King Bees, B-E-E-Z-Z. Here's another one. This one is, there's 2 45s in here, 7-inch. And they're all covers. This is I Gotta Move. That would have been the Kinks because it's credited as Davies. Dave Davies, I'm sure. I Gotta Move. And this is Townsend, Pete Townsend, so that's the Who, I Can't Explain cover they did. This is Now, and I don't recognize these names. Cramsey, McLaughlin, Maybe that's one of their own, I don't know. And the other side is Found and Lost, McLaughlin Richards. Yeah, that sounds like it might be their actual own material. And then another one here. This is a Bob Dylan cover, She Belongs to Me. And then the other side is Gloria, Gloria, Van Morrison. So that's my 7-inch collection for Chris over at Rekkid Talk, celebrating 4 years in making videos in the vinyl community. I assume that means Chris has been around longer than 4 years, but he's been making videos for 4 years. And that tune by Robert Palmer has still not come to me, and I can't believe it. It's a very synth-driven, of course it is, Gary Newman tune. I Dream of Wires. There it is. Yeah, so that appears on Robert Palmer's album Looking for Clues, but of course it's a Gary Newman tune, and I actually really love Robert Palmer's version of that. But anyway, I'm getting off track. I just wanted to jump on here and support another VC member. So if you've not been to Chris's channel, please get over there, subscribe to him, help him celebrate 4 years. That's a great milestone. Making videos in the vinyl community on YouTube. It's a very cool thing to be part of, and so I like to support those when I can that support me as well. So that's all. That's it. That's everything for now. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, your evening, whatever it may be. And I hope to see you back here at Twanger's Turntable soon. Until then, take care, everybody. Cheers.